A warm welcome to the newsroom with Fidelia Aguncha. President Muhammadu Buhari has endorsed Osage Izeyamu as the candidate of the All Progressives Congress in the governorship election in Edo State. The president gave the endorsement on Friday when he received Izeyamu, who was led to the presidential villa in Abuja by the APC Caretaker Committee Chairman, Governor Mai Malabuni of Yobe State. Also in attendance at the meeting is the governor of Kano State, Abdullahi Ganduje. The meeting comes barely 24 hours after the police took over the Edo State House of Assembly complex in Benin City, the state capital. Meanwhile, Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki has described the takeover of the State House of Assembly complex as an attempted coup d'etat that is tantamount to treason and contrary to the provision of the Nigerian Constitution. He said this in a statewide broadcast on Friday and gave an assurance that his administration would take all steps necessary to defend the rule of law and democratic ideals. Obaseki stressed that the event portend grave danger to the safety and security of the people of Edo State. His statement comes hours after 17 members of the Edo State House of Assembly impeached the House Speaker and his deputy. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has threatened to hold the governorship election in Edo and Ondo states amid the violence in both states. At its meeting on Thursday, INEC said it will not hesitate to hold the elections if the actions of political actors threaten law and order before or during the polls. Ahead of the election in Edo and Ondo scheduled for September 19 and October 10 respectively, some political rallies have been marred by violence. In a statement issued by Festus Okoye, INEC spokesperson, the electoral body said it is deeply concerned by the escalating level of violent actions and incendiary statements by parties, candidates and their supporters in the two states. A yet-to-be-identified woman have been killed in a tanker accident in the Mile 2 area of Lagos State, southwest Nigeria. The incident occurred at about 3 a.m. on Friday, and it involved a tanker loaded with 55,000 liters of petrol, that's premium motor spirit. Director General of the Lagos State Emergency Management Agency, LASEMA, Olufemi Okeosonitolu, confirmed the incident in a statement hours after it occurred. He explained that the tanker rammed into a pothole directly in front of the Nigerian Army signal barrack in the area and fell sideways, resulting in its contents spilling out onto the road. He added that further investigations revealed that a female adult who was seated beside the tanker driver was trapped in the impact and lost her life. Music star Azeez Fashola, popularly known as Naira Marley, has been fined 200,000 naira by an Abuja mobile court for violating COVID-19 protocols. The FCT administration filed a 4-count charge against him for hosting a concert in Abuja in clear violation of COVID-19 directives. Magistrate Idayat Akani, who presided over the court session on Friday, handed down the fine after he pleaded guilty to the charges filed against him. The concert at the Jabi Lake Mall elicited public outcry, with many who attended breaking protocols at the peak of the pandemic. We'll take a break here to bring you more stories on our COVID-19 coverage. Stay with us.
Shegun.
Alpha, shey tomorrow still dey on?
What's your tomorrow?
Community meeting now.
You know they hear Abi?
Na beggy. See, if we meet for my house, inside parlor, then go know.
This COVID-19 is not a child's play.
If you want to elect a new secretary, we fit
Do one for WhatsApp, or for Skype, or even on Zoom. Or we just wait.
I will not negotiate.
This social distancing, it is non-negotiable.
Not every infected person shows symptoms, but every infected person is contagious. Avoid large gatherings and self-isolate if you think you might have come in contact with a carrier. Your safety and the safety of others is in your hands.
This message is from the Akinfade Foundation in partnership with the National Orientation Agency with support from MacArthur Foundation.
Welcome back. Coronavirus cases worldwide has exceeded 19 million as European nations impose new travel restrictions and containment measures.
Corruption not in my country.
What is wrong with you? Man saying no. Say that I drew for more than 1 hour.
Ìyá mi, ọ̀rọ̀ yín náà ni mò ń ṣe. Ọ̀rọ̀ yín náà ni mò ń ṣe. Ká kúrò fún Ọlọ́run. Ká satisfy yín níbi ọ̀rọ̀ yín náà ni mò ń ṣe.
Ẹ wọ́n jẹ́ ká lọ jàre. Ká kúrò ń bí báyìí.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ má bínú. Hello ọ̀gá, màá dọ́dọ̀ yín lẹ́sẹ̀ yín. I'm assure you 5 minutes màá dọ́dọ̀ yín ẹ gbà bẹ́ẹ̀.
You are deceiving another customer just like you deceived us.
Same way he deceived us.
Eh? Why?
Ètò ní iṣẹ́ yìí. Bó o bá kúrò ò lè jẹun, ò lè jẹun. Bó o bá kúrò ò lè jẹun ìyá mi. Bó o bá kúrò ò lè jẹun. Workshop mi lélẹ́yìí, ibi tí èèyàn bá ti ń ṣe ló ti ń jẹ, ìyẹn ló ń pè ní workshop, ibi tó bá ti ń work ní kó má ti shop.
You cannot base your business on lies. Go down now. It is corruption and it cannot work. Not in my country.
Corruption not in my country.
Welcome back. We do apologize for that breaking transmission. Now, coronavirus cases worldwide has exceeded 19 million as European nations impose new travel restrictions and containment measures, with fears growing over a second wave of infections. The global figure was driven by a surge in Latin America and India and a new milestone in Africa as the continent hit 1 million cases. Global deaths from the pandemic have now topped 700,000, and Europe remains the hardest hit region worldwide, with more than 200,000 fatalities since the virus first emerged in China late last year. In Nigeria, the total number of infections crossed 45,000, with the emergence of 354 fresh cases on Thursday. Now, new infections were confirmed in 16 states and the Federal Capital Territory, taking the country's tally to 45,244. Meanwhile, more than 70% of the infected persons have recovered from the disease, while 930 COVID-19 related deaths have been recorded. The federal government has assured medical workers handling COVID-19 pandemic cases across the country of payment of their June hazard allowance from August 10. Minister of Labour and Employment Chris Ngige gave the assurance on Thursday at a meeting with the Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors in Abuja. According to him, notwithstanding a shortfall in revenue, the government will start the payment with 6 hospitals while expecting more funds. On the residency training for doctors, Ngige said the Federal Ministry of Health and Budget Office of the Federation were working in tandem with the Federal Ministry of Finance to resolve the problem in the budget. He added that the processing would commence very soon, and also noted that the issue of shortfall in payment had also been dealt with, as the names of the affected persons will be compiled and forwarded to the Ministry of Finance. Still to come is business stories, sport and international news after this break.
Corruption not in my country.
Hello, Alhaji. Right now I'm in Abuja. No. Hello, Adamu. Right now I'm in Kano. Yes. When I get back, I will just call you.
Look, what is wrong with you? I'm talking on the phone and you are gesticulating and doing. What's wrong with you?
Daddy, where exactly are we as we speak?
Are you alright? This is Lagos.
Well, you just lied to someone that we're in Abuja.
Keep quiet. Who told you you can tell an elderly person is lying?
Daddy, you just lied. And by lying, you're raising corrupt children for the future of Nigeria. That is corruption, not in my country.
Corruption not in my country.
Talking business now, oil dipped around to $45 a barrel on Friday on worries that a demand recovery would slow due to a resurgence of coronavirus cases, although a pledge from OPEC member Iraq to cut oil output further in August lent support. Brent crude fell 13 cents to $44.96 a barrel, while U.S. crude also slipped 13 cents to $41.82 a barrel. Brent and U.S. crude are set for weekly gains of around 4%. Now prices have recovered from lows reached in April when Brent slipped below $16 a barrel, which is a 21-year low, thanks in part to a record deal on supply cuts by OPEC and its allies. Now moving to the foreign scene, we see that Sri Lanka's powerful Rajapaksa brothers have secured a landslide victory in the country's parliamentary election, and this is according to final results released so far. The president, Gotabaya Rajapaksa, is expected to swear in his elder brother, Mahida, as prime minister after their party won 145 seats in the 225-member legislature plus 5 more seats from its allies. The controversial Mahida Rajapaksa was previously president from 2005 to 2015. Now, the controversial Rajapaksa family has dominated Sri Lanka politics for 2 decades. This huge win could enable them to change the constitution and strengthen the dynastic rule. And to sports now, Giacomo Bonaventura has said goodbye to Milan after spending 6 seasons with the Rossoneri with 183 official appearances and 35 goals. The 30-year-old midfielder is leaving the club after seeing his contract expire at the end of the 2019-2020 Serie A season. Bonaventura had been a regular at San Siro after joining from Atlanta for a reported €6 million fee. He won the 2016-2017 Supercoppa Italiana, a rare triumph during a largely barren decade for Milan. However, he has confirmed his exit through a statement on Instagram in which he thanks everyone connected to Inter Milan. Well, that's the latest from the newsroom at this hour. Many thanks for watching.